How many women have spent months building a course that never made a single sale? I'll tell you how many. A lot. And most of them were smart, qualified, and truly had something worth teaching. The course wasn't the problem. The order of operations was. I really want you to stay with me through this one because by the end, you're going to know exactly what to sell before you ever build a full course. And I'm going to tell you why starting in this place will make your course better, faster, and more profitable when you do get to building it. There's also something I want to share at the end that's going to help you take the next step today. So here's what nobody tells you when you decide you want to create a course. A course is not a starting point, it's a destination. And trying to get to that destination before you validated anything, sold anything, or learned anything about what your audience will actually pay for, that's where you end up stuck and never arriving at the destination. The dream in this industry looks like this. You build your course, you launch it, the sales come rolling in, and income runs on autopilot while you sleep. Listen, the dream is real, but the dream has a prerequisite that most gurus in this space won't tell you about. Before the course, there's a process, a simpler one, a faster one that gets you paid while you're still figuring out what your course even needs to be. And the women who build sustainable course businesses, the ones with real revenue and real students, almost all of them sold something smaller first. Not because they had to, but because it works better. Their income came faster, their course got better, and they stopped guessing at what people would pay for. That's what I want to talk about in this video. Let's talk about the mistake when you build your course first. Because if you've been in this place before, I want you to feel seen, not judged. You have the skills. You've spent years getting good at something. Maybe it was navigating your career, building a skill, or solving a specific kind of problem. And at some point, someone might have said to you,
"You should really turn that into a course."
So you started building your course. You mapped out the modules, you bought the platform, you recorded some lessons, maybe you even finished it. And then came the launch and the silence that followed it. And this didn't happen because your content was bad. It was because you built a product before you built any proof. A course is a big promise. It says,
"I know exactly what you need to learn in exactly what order to get you from where you are to where you want to be."
And that's a promise that takes time, feedback, and client experience in order to fulfill. When you build a course before you've worked with anyone, you're essentially writing a textbook for a class you've never taught. You're guessing at the questions before anyone's asked them. And you're investing months of time and energy into a product that hasn't been tested by the one thing that matters, a person who is trying to get a result. Building your course first doesn't just delay your income, it delays your learning. And learning is what makes your course worth buying. Here's the thing, a course isn't how you start making money from what you know. It's how you scale the money you're already making. The best course outlines aren't written in a silo. They're written from client conversations, questions, and results. That sequence changes everything about how fast you grow and how much money you earn. So the question now is,
if not a course, then what?
There's a faster way to figure out where to start, and it has nothing to do with what's trending or what someone else is selling. Now let's talk about it. A pre-course offer is something you can sell, deliver, and quickly get paid for using the skills you already have without building anything elaborate first. A pre-course offer is not free. It's not a beta program you apologize for. It's not just a workshop or something small. It's a product with a price and solves a problem. So now that we have that foundational talk out the way, I want to take you deeper into what you can sell before you build your course. The first thing you can sell is a coaching offer. This is the fastest path to income and the most valuable source of learning. In a coaching setting, you work directly with someone, you help them solve a specific problem, and you charge for that time and transformation. You don't need a platform or a tech setup. All you need are your skills and a structured conversation. The second offer you can start with is a workshop or a live training. This is a single 1 to 2 hour focused session where you teach one specific outcome. I'm not talking about a mini course or a webinar. I mean a paid, live, high value experience that someone walks away with something they can immediately use. The third is a small digital product. This is something like a guide, a workbook, or a framework document. Something that takes a complex idea you already understand and gives it a clear, usable shape. The beauty of this one is that it has a low price point, low production cost, and you you get proof of concept for everything you'll build later. What all three of these have in common is they're specific, they solve one problem, they don't try to be everything, and they give you something a course can't give you, and that is real feedback from real people about what works, what's missing, and what they'd pay more for. And that feedback is worth more than any course outline you'll ever build. If you're sitting here thinking,
okay, Nick, I get it, but I don't know which one of those mine would even be.
That's exactly the problem I want to help you solve. I have a training that walks you through what makes a skills-based income stream viable. I'll teach you what most women get wrong before they build anything, and I deep dive into why structure matters more than credentials or a following. This training is the foundation of all of this, and it's free. So drop the word income in the comments and I'll give you the link. You've been thinking long enough. This is what starting looks like. And keep watching, because the next piece is the one that really gets you moving. I'm going to show you how to figure out which one of these three offer types fits where you are right now and what the starting point looks like in practice. Most people skip this step and end up building the wrong thing for the wrong person at the wrong time and at the wrong price. And I don't want that for you. So here's how you figure out where to start. There are three questions that will point you to the right pre-course offer for where you are right now. Question number one, how comfortable are you working directly with people? If you want income before you build your course, coaching is where you start. You don't need a platform, complicated technology, and you don't need a finished product before you start. If the answer to this question is somewhat, you're good one to many. You like teaching but prefer a little distance. So start with a workshop, one topic, one session, one clear outcome. If your answer to this first question is not yet, you're still building confidence. You want to start creating without being on camera or on call. So start with a small digital product. Something that packages what you know into a format someone can use on their own. Question number two, how specific is the problem you solve? The more specific the problem, the faster the sale. I help women build confidence is hard to sell, whereas I help first-time managers have difficult conversations without losing relationships. That sells itself. If you can name a specific problem with a specific outcome for a specific person, you're ready to build an offer today. Question number three, how quickly do you want or need income? Coaching pays the fastest, digital products scale fastest, workshops sit in the middle. So I want you to match your offer type to your timeline, your comfort level, and the specificity of what you solve. And then you'll have your starting point. This is the decision tree most people never get to see. Most of the gurus out here will tell you to pick a niche and then leave you to figure the rest out on your own. But your offer type matters just as much as your topic. And getting it right in the early stages is what makes everything else easier for you. Now, let me show you what this looks like in practice. Everything that I just described, the three offer types, the three questions, the sequence that builds income before you build a course, that is your foundation. The next step is building your offer itself. And that's where most women get stuck. Not because they don't know enough, but because they don't have a clear process for turning what they know into something they can price, package, and sell with confidence. That's exactly what 2K in 2 hours is designed to do. It's a micro course that walks you through identifying your offer, structuring it, pricing it, and positioning it to make your first $2,000 or more without a big audience, without a course, and without spending months building something before you've made a single dollar. 2K in 2 hours is the starting point, and it's built for the woman who's done thinking about this and is ready to do something about it. You can get 2K in 2 hours by visiting my website at herincomeedit.com/2K, or you can click the link down in the description. If you've been waiting for the right moment to start, this is it. Here's the thing about all this. A course is not where you prove your value, it's where you scale your value. And you can't scale something you haven't built yet. So work with people, learn from people, and build for people in that order. That's not the slow path. That's the only path that works in this business. So if you've been putting off starting because you thought you needed a full course, a finished platform, or a perfect launch first, you don't. You need one person, one problem, one clear path to solving that problem. So start there, get paid, and learn what you need to know. I promise your course will be better for it. Your audience will be better for it, and your income won't be sitting on hold while you build something no one's even asked for yet. If you're new here, my name is Nik Scott, and I help women turn their skills into coaching income, digital products, products and online businesses. And if you want to pick up where this video leaves off, watch this one next, okay? I'll see you over there.